The fastest way to change yourself is to hang out with people who are already the way you want to be. Reid Hoffman. DZ Tribe, Josh Thomas, I am so glad that you are here with me. I want to talk about something really important today. I was standing in line at the grocery store. Here in Austin, the main grocery chain is called H-E-B. So if you're in Texas, you've probably heard of that. So we're standing in H-E-B in the line, and there was a guy in front of me. And here in Austin, anyway, I don't know about the rest of the state, but they're not allowed to give you plastic bags for free. There was a city ordinance passed. There are a couple of exceptions for it, but for the most part, if you need a bag, they will sell you a bag. It costs about 25 cents. It's a nice, sturdy, plastic bag, and it replaces like 4 or 5 of those little chintzy ones that you usually get at the grocery store. So it's a pretty good deal, and it encourages you to reuse bags instead of just throwing them away and contributing to landfills and baby seals landing on the shore without any whatever. But so we're standing in line, and pretty much by now we've been conditioned. There's been a city ordinance for a long time. We've been pretty much conditioned that if you're going to go to the grocery store, go ahead and just bring your reusable bags and you'll be fine. They cost 25 cents a piece if you don't. So, oh man, I forgot all my bags. And so you got to buy 4 new bags for all of your groceries. 4 is plenty, by the way. And it costs you an extra $1. And so here we are, standing in line, and there's a young couple in front of me, guy and a girl. They look to be maybe early 20s, just starting out. And he didn't have any bags. And the cashier asked him, "Hey, would you like a bag?" And he said, "Can I get one of those over there?" And he was pointing to like the little chintzy bags. Like the only reason you get one of those usually is if you have meat, and they put the meat in there to keep it separated from the rest of the stuff so you don't get like meat juice all over your groceries and everything. But pretty much they don't offer those out for free for your groceries because you're breaking the city ordinance. And he asked specifically for one of those little chintzy bags, and she kind of looks at him and says, "Okay." And so she goes and reaches for it, and as she's reaching for it, he quickly bursts out, I don't have to pay for those, right?" And she looked at him, kind of rolled her eyes. I don't think she actually rolled her eyes, but she like rolled her eyes in her mind enough to where me, being the customer behind him, could actually see her rolling her eyes in her mind. And she's like, "No, it's okay. I got you." And so he proceeds to pack all of his groceries into this little bag, like one bag. And it was this little bag, and he had all these groceries. And then he packs it up. "Oh, thank you." And then he walks out. And I'm sure that he's thinking like, "Yes, I beat the system. I conned them. I'm not going to pay for a bag." And so it really stood out to me that this guy was like, "I don't want to pay 25 cents for a bag." I get it. Money is money. But at the same time, I was trying to really understand like how different I have become over the years, where I would rather just go ahead and pay for a bag than to try to work a deal. It's not worth the 25 cents to waste my time and energy haggling over 25 cents. And for some people it is. And I get, not knocking that, not against it. If you're in a hard spot, times are tough, those sorts of things, that's fine. I get it. You got to make the best decision for you. The best decision for me that I've found over the years is I cannot sweat the small stuff. I can't actually afford it. I can't afford to sweat the small stuff. I can't afford the energy, the mental and emotional energy it would take to haggle with a cashier over 25 cents because I don't want to pay for a bag. And you really have to think about, where is that coming from? Is that coming from a place of scarcity, like I don't have the extra 25 cents? Is it coming from a place of defiance? Back in my day, we didn't have to pay for bags. I shouldn't have to pay for bags either because history should never change. The society should never have developed past the 1950s or whatever. Or is it something else entirely where it's just like, hey, I'm against the man. The man can't tell me what to do. Or I don't believe that bags should be free and roaming out into the range and, free range bags. I don't know what it was. But whatever it was, it rubbed me the wrong way. Not the same. I am not going to be the guy that's going to walk through the line and haggle over a 25-cent bag. And really, that translates into so many other things in life. It's not just about the bag. It's about how you do one thing is how you do everything. And that's been kind of drilled into my head. I'm in a mastermind group called Apex, and that is one of the core lines that gets said quite a bit. How you do one thing is how you do everything. And so if I'm haggling over a 25-cent bag, then I'm probably haggling over, oh, well, you guys put this extra side of green beans on my bill and I didn't actually get those, or I didn't like those. Can you take that off of my bill? And it's like, okay, it's $2. That's not 25 cents. But is it worth the extra time that it takes for somebody to go and do that? I'm not saying that you should just eat the cost of somebody else's mistake. But what I am saying is it really worth your time and energy to save a couple of pennies, to save a couple of bucks? Is it really worth it? You have to think about that. What is something better you could be doing with your time? Let's think about it, okay? Your order is incorrect at the restaurant. You're eating your food, it's delicious, you have a good time, and the bill comes and you realize that there was an extra side billed to your check. Well, let's say it was $2 or $3, something like that. Now, you're ready to go because you already got the check. You asked for the check. I'm going to pay the check. I'm going to pay the waitress, whatever.